Though the iPhone 17 Air is more streamlined, the iPhone 17 Pro seems thick in the most recent leak. Though we are still months away from the probable September introduction of the iPhone 17 series, we have already seen many photographs allegedly showing dummy units of these devices, which give us a decent sense of their potential designs. The newest such photographs have been published by leaker Majin Bu, whose uploaded images allege to show an iPhone 17 Air dummy unit and an iPhone 17 Pro one. While the iPhone 17 Pro has a big camera bump and seems to be bigger than the iPhone 16 Pro, which it shows next to in one picture, the iPhone 17 Air looks really elegant. They don't actually show us anything that prior leaks haven't before. As always, we would take these images with a grain of salt, as while these dummy units may be based on official information, there is no certainty of that. They do, however, fit prior rumors, and judging on the majority of the leaks we have seen so far, the iPhone 17 Air arguably seems more attractive than the Pro, but it might not mean improved sales. Mark Gurman, an Apple observer, said in his most recent Bloomberg newsletter that the iPhone 17 Air is improbable to set any sales records. That doesn't mean it will be a disaster. Gurman forecasts that it will outsell Apple's Plus and small versions, but he anticipates the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max will prove the most popular. Still, that's not very unexpected. Though the iPhone 17 Air could be the most fashionable of the iPhone 17 series, Apple's Pro phones usually outsell the other iPhone models, and it will likely be far from the greatest in terms of specifications. Leaks have stated that the iPhone 17 Air would feature only one back camera, for example, and there are also doubts about how excellent its battery life will be, considering the expected extremely limited room for a battery. Coupled with a potentially rather expensive price, the iPhone 17 Air might be a challenging sell for someone who cares about specs as much as style. We probably won't find out precisely how capable or popular the iPhone 17 Air is until September. However, considering how extensively it and the other iPhone 17 models have already leaked, we'd expect to discover loads more unofficially in the interim. Speaking about the Air model, this will be a game changer, and here are 10 huge features revealed. The iPhone 17 Air marks a big leap forward in smartphone design and functionality. As Apple's tiniest and most sophisticated iPhone to date, it blends breakthrough technology with a stylish, ultra-thin appearance. This prototype reimagines the smartphone experience by incorporating unique features that boost use, performance, and aesthetics. The distinctive attribute of the iPhone 17 Air is its ultra-thin design, which exceeds the slimness of all prior generations, even the iPhone 6. Apple has deliberately re-engineered critical components, including as the camera bump and side buttons, to produce a streamlined, minimalist look. Despite its decreased thickness, the gadget retains excellent resilience, ensuring it withstands regular usage without compromising its structural integrity. This innovation not only helps portability, but also gives a contemporary look that appeals to those wanting a sleek and lightweight smartphone. For the first time, Apple's 120Hz promotion display technology is included on a non-Pro iPhone, giving a smoother and more responsive visual experience. This fast refresh rate enables seamless scrolling, crisper images, and increased touch response. Whether you're gaming, streaming, or surfing, the display dynamically adjusts to your activity, maximizing both performance and battery life. The result is a smooth and immersive viewing experience that increases daily interactions with the device. The iPhone 17 Air boasts a new camera technology that blends simplicity with power. The front-facing camera now has a 24-megapixel sensor, offering crystal-clear selfies and better video call clarity. On the rear, a single 48 megapixels camera replaces the typical multi-lens configuration, simplifying the design while enhancing battery efficiency. This innovative camera system is geared for low-light circumstances and computational photography, making sure professional-grade images in any scenario. By reducing the hardware without losing performance, Apple has produced a camera system that is both user-friendly and extremely competent. At the core of the iPhone 17 Air is the Apple-designed A19 processor, which offers industry-leading performance and energy efficiency. This CPU is intended to handle demanding activities, from AI-driven apps to high-end gaming, with ease. Paired with 12 gigs of RAM, the smartphone boasts flawless multitasking capabilities, letting users to move between programs easily. Together, these components make the iPhone 17 Air one of the most powerful and efficient smartphones available, making sure a smooth and responsive user experience. The iPhone 17 Air provides next-generation connection technologies, including Wi-Fi 7, which enables quicker speeds, decreased latency, and increased efficiency. This maintains a reliable connection even on busy networks, making it excellent for streaming, gaming, and other data-intensive activities. Additionally, the Apple-designed C1 modem boosts cellular connection while reducing battery usage. These developments give consumers with a dependable and fast connection, no matter where they are, making sure continuous access to the digital world. Despite its ultra-thin design, the iPhone 17 Air features a high-density battery that matches the performance of bulkier versions. This invention guarantees longer use without adding weight to the gadget. Combined with the energy-efficient A19 microprocessor and adaptive display technology, the battery supports demanding work throughout the day. Whether you're working, gaming, or streaming, the iPhone 17 Air provides long-lasting power that keeps up with your lifestyle. Replacing the typical mute switch, the action button adds a new degree of customization. This feature enables users to set particular activities to the button, such as opening the camera, activating shortcuts, or switching focus modes. By enabling customization at your fingertips, the action button boosts use and convenience, making the device more intuitive and responsive to individual tastes. The iPhone 17 Air maintains full MagSafe compatibility despite its tiny appearance. This magnetic charging method offers safe and efficient power transmission while supporting a broad variety of accessories, from wallets to vehicle mounts. MagSafe connectivity provides adaptability and practicality to the gadget, making it a suitable solution for those that value utility and simplicity of use. The iPhone 17 Air is more than simply an ultra-thin smartphone. It marks a major step forward in mobile technology. By combining a beautiful design with modern technologies, like as the A19 microprocessor, 120Hz ProMotion display, and high-density battery, it gives a balanced and new experience. Whether you value performance, connection, or aesthetics, the iPhone 17 Air redefines what a smartphone can do, establishing a new norm for the industry. Next, Apple may relocate all of its US iPhone manufacturing from China to India in an attempt to escape Trump's tariffs, according to a report from the Financial Times. The objective is to produce all 60 million iPhone handsets supplied to American consumers in India by 2026, tripling present manufacturing figures in the country. That would be a drastic departure, given Apple has built the bulk of its iPhone devices in China since they debuted in 2007. Apple originally began making iPhones in India back in 2017 and late in 2023, claimed to create up to 50 million iPhones in the country within 3 years with suppliers Foxconn and Tata. With that in mind, it would only have to enhance that figure by 10 million to accomplish the new 60 million unit objective. Those tariffs of up to 145% imposed earlier this month have thrown electronic industry into upheaval, despite planned exemptions for cell phones and PCs. India, by comparison, has only been subject to a 10% US levy. However, the country might still be vulnerable to a 26% duty after a 90-day grace period is removed, especially since Trump has dubbed India a tariff abuser and tariff king. Apple allegedly transported $2 billion worth of iPhones to the US from India in March to escape anticipated China tariffs. Trump's declared objective with tariffs has been to transfer more manufacturing to the US. However, many experts have argued such would be extremely difficult, especially in the electronics business. Most years, the flagship smartphones are announced in September. It's a bit early to know the particular dates. Some years, Apple simply offers a week or two of lead time between distributing invitations and conducting the event. But years of prior experience imply that sometime in September should be when the 17 models make their appearance. Now the question is, what will the new iPhone 17 range include? Design rumors imply that Apple is constructing an ultra-thin smartphone, expected to be designated the iPhone 17 Air to match Apple's lightest laptop classification. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, typically a credible source of early info regarding Apple, said in January that the iPhone 17 Air would be equipped with a basic A19 CPU and will just feature a single camera lens. It may also feature Apple's new in-house modem, which was unveiled in February on the iPhone 16e. More facts concerning this development may surface ahead of September, but that's all we know for now. Each new lineup has a basic model, but throughout the years, Apple changes up the range of phones it sells. Most likely, there will be an iPhone 17 and an iPhone 17 Pro. Apple has also committed to the size matters principle and has been constructing an iPhone Pro Max alternative with an even larger screen and longer battery life. The 17 lineup will almost probably feature one as well. The iPhone 17 Air looks prepared to take the place of a hypothetical iPhone 17 Plus. Since the iPhone 16e was only recently debuted in February at a rather high price range, it seems doubtful that there would be a new addition to that lower end of the spectrum, the devices that were formerly dubbed SE. At the very least, it seems like the iPhone 17 Air won't take away the charging connector and depend entirely on wireless communication. Bloomberg claimed that although Apple had examined manufacturing the iPhone 17 Air without a single port, the firm, fortunately, altered plans. He also states that the speculated phone will feature a 6.6-inch screen and contain the dynamic island and camera control button. Finally, the price is speculated at $900, presumably more than the normal iPhone 17 but less than the Pro. Question number 2 is, what will iOS 19 be like? John Prosser at Front Page Tech posted a video in January that alludes to how a new camera app could indicate to more radical changes to come for the operating system in the future iPhone line. Earlier in March, Bloomberg also corroborated the idea that an iOS upgrade is in the works. There hasn't been a big revamp of iOS for many generations, and it may be fascinating to see Apple pushing the limit on software again. Prosser produced a follow-up video in April with a more in-depth look at what he believes is a more full version of iOS 19. He stated the 2025 software upgrade would concentrate on a visual revamp, but without any abrupt usability changes that may drive away the Apple faithful. The UI is claimed to borrow from Vision OS, adopting home screen icons with a corner radius of roughly 30, mainly round but not totally circular. Control Center's brightness and volume sliders also exhibit a more rounded design. Finally, Prosser says the camera app draws from the Samsung Galaxy S4, yep, the 2013 flagship from Apple's rival, a new mode that allows you simultaneously record with the front and back cameras. He stated this feature, which displays the front camera's footage in a floating box over the primary ones, will be unique to the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. And although we don't have any official disclosures about this, it appears all but assured that Apple is going to continue promoting its Apple Intelligence Suite. We're still waiting on certain planned changes to Siri that are designed to take use of AI technologies, so hopefully they will be completely developed and incorporated by the time the 17 series comes. The corporation normally discloses additional information about its next ambitions for software during its Worldwide Developers Conference. WWDC 2025 will most likely be occurring in early June, so expect to hear more about the operating system this summer. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates.